Alright, this clock, another one for the collection. This one's pretty interesting. TTL 7400 series based, designed and built in the USA, designed around 2010 or 11 or so. This is an early one. At some point after 2018, in between then and now, 2022, the rights and leftover pieces were bought out by another individual, selling it under KoolKlox, S-T-O-C-K, clocks.com. Previous, it was KoolKlox.com. So if you head over to stocksclocks.com, you'll see this among others. But back to this clock, 7400 series TTL. Not the typical design. I have a few TTL clocks using 74 series ICs, and they typically use 7490s. And this one, for counters, uses 74 LS series 112s, dual JK flip-flops, a lot of those, and logic gates to do the decoding, to drive the individual transistors. I'll put some light on the subject here. Hopefully we can see a little better. But instead of using the 74 141 Nixie drivers, this actually uses discrete driving transistors. So the design in that regard is different than I would expect as well, besides not using the 7490 counters. Cool thing about this is we have a couple visuals, your pre-scale and binary count, as well as your decimal count. So this uses the line frequency as a time base. You can either have 60 or 50 Hertz. Here in the US we use 60, and there's little jumpers down at the bottom. I'll zoom in on that. So you have a few different options there. Your 12-hour mode or 24-hour, and 0 blanking in the tens of hours position. 50 or 60 Hertz, as I mentioned, all by moving a few jumpers here, which is really nice. Next to that, we have controls for dimming. You can dim the display, the Nixie display, the binary section, or the prescale section. So those are those purplish LEDs going across. You can change the intensity of those. As well as the binary indicators. Real clean layout, aesthetically pleasing. A little bit more on some controls. Time setting over here, hour, minute, hold, so you can sync your seconds up using the hold to what I like to do is get all my clocks ticking in rhythm. This uses a 9-volt wall transformer, AC, which brings in to the board and filtering and rectification done on board. But as far as the high voltage goes, we're using a transformer here. They say wired in backwards. So the secondaries are fed by the 9-volt AC, and then the primary is actually providing the power to the Nixies, the high voltage needed to drive those 200 plus volts. Interesting thought process there. What else can we say about this gem here? So this one's number 33, and like I said, I'm not sure, sometime after 2018, these clocks are in the hands of somebody else. The original designer sold a grouping of them, and not sure how many, and then as typical, couldn't source the acrylic in his area anymore, and the kits were a little incomplete there for a while. But over at KoolKlox, that's all taken care of. One modification that he made, unlike this one, is the Nixie tubes are in socket pins in what he offers. This one's assembled with the Nixie tube soldered directly into the board. So that's a difference. So if you're picking up one of these over at KoolKlox, that would be one nice thing. As well as IC sockets, which this does not have. So if there's a failure, it's unsolder and exchange the IC after your troubleshoot. But 7400 series TTL is very robust, and longevity should not be a concern there. So sum it up, real nice clock. I'm happy with it. Another change that KoolKlox made was to the switching. I think he got higher quality switches. It's the only little nuance with this is when you go to press the buttons, it seems like they're a little glitchy. Sometimes you press, nothing happens. Sometimes you press and then it advances. So, but other than that, this is a nice display piece. Add to the collection beautifully. So I hope you enjoyed the video. More of these coming in the future, hopefully, if I can keep moving. This has been a joy picking up this hobby. Learned a lot over the years. Hope you guys enjoy too. Always look forward to the comments and what brings you to my little tiny channel here. So if you want to leave a comment regarding that, this looks like we got people from all over the world subscribing. Appreciate it. Have a good day. Out.